Defining images of IndiGo mess on your screens at this point in time. Take a look at these pictures coming in from Delhi airport. Crammed with thousands and thousands of bags. It's a massive weight for passengers. Nothing actually depicts this mess more than this very, very defining image on your screens. In Bengaluru, 127 flights have been cancelled. In Delhi, 134 IndiGo flights have been cancelled. In Chennai, 71 IndiGo flights have been cancelled. India Today is reporting from various airports across the country, just speaking volumes of the situation right now.
Hundreds of the bags still lying at the Delhi airport amidst the crisis triggered by the IndiGo. And the number is not actually eventually hundreds, but probably even in thousands. And that we see now the baggages are being returned by the IndiGo staff at Delhi's Terminal 1 airport. But that explains the fury and the tragedy. It was triggered by the IndiGo number of these baggage. Perhaps such massive crisis been seen first time in a decade that we seen a huge number. Still remains, no one knows that how soon it will be back to normalcy. But even the IndiGo is not able to predict. However, they're saying the situation restoring normalcy gradually, even on Monday. Nearly departure and arrival combined makes 100 flights only from national capital remain cancelled. The situation could be similar to other cities as well. But these baggages lying down here at Delhi's Terminal 1 airport explains the furious situation that was perhaps never seen in a decade in the Indian aviation industry. At Delhi's Terminal 1 airport with Pawan, I'm Ashutosh Mishra for India Today.
All right, so we had that ground report from Ashutosh Mishra. Of course, these flight cancellations in Bengaluru, 127. In Delhi at 134. Images of the IndiGo mess on your screens at this point in time, with the Delhi airport being completely crammed with thousands of bags. It's a massive weight for passengers, and these images really speaking volumes of the mess the carrier has found itself. It's a cruel domination of the market of IndiGo Airlines. And look at the pictures on your screens right now. They had ample opportunity, enough time to in fact rework the rosters, but they did it so in the last moment, causing all of these problems. Airline has, for the time being, we know, processed ticket refunds worth 610 crore rupees. An ongoing nationwide chaos continues. More than 300 flights have been cancelled across various airports as operations at the country's largest airline were yet to return to normal. Disruptions continuing for the 7th straight day in an air travel crisis of a scale that India has never witnessed.
लगेगा तो आप समझ रहे हैं कि ये सामान कितनी जल्दी लौटाया जाएगा. इनको लौटाने में तो लगता ही नहीं कि 48 से 72 घंटे से कम का समय लगेगा. अब एक एक करके जा रहे हैं. यहाँ पर जो इंडिगो के कर्मचारी, उनकी संख्या भी बेहद कम है. इस संख्या बल के हिसाब से इतना सामान लौटाने में 3 से 4 दिन का समय कम से कम लगा. हम यहाँ पर भी देख रहे हैं. अब ये हिस्सा दरअसल कैमरे में जहां से हम खड़े हैं थोड़ा दिखाई दे रहा है. ये तो बहुत ज्यादा होगा. आज तक पर ये एक्सक्लूसिव तस्वीरें आप देख रहे हैं टर्मिनल 1 एयरपोर्ट के अराइवल के उस एरिया की, जहां पर इस सबसे बड़ी त्रासदी की ज्वलंत तस्वीरें बता रही हैं कि कैसे इंडिगो ने हमारी जेब से हजारों रुपए लिए, हमने यात्रा की गारंटी दी और उसके बाद भी मिला क्या? सिर्फ और सिर्फ तड़ना और अब बैगेज का इंतजार. अर्पिता.
Ashutosh Mishra getting in those details from Delhi's airport at this point in time, getting us those images and those visuals on your screens right now of the crisis there, of the luggage that has piled up completely at the airport, is speaking volumes of this massive crisis. Over 300 cancellations again today itself, not just in Delhi but in cities across India. These are disruptions that continue for the 7th straight day in a travel crisis of a scale India has never really ever witnessed before. In Chennai, we have Pramod Madhav with us. In Kolkata, we have Tapas Sengupta. And in Chandigarh, we have Aman Bhardwaj. At this point in time, I'm going to start by asking you, Pramod. Also, Sagay Raj and Belagavi, just to tell our viewers a little. So, our reporters are reporting from across the country on this crisis and what to expect. I want to ask you, Pramod, what's the situation like in Chennai at this point in time? How many cancellations today? And how does this mismanagement look like as far as the optics of it within the airport is concerned? What are the passengers saying? IndiGo has said, we are sorry, but clearly that's not good enough.
Well, Sneha, one thing IndiGo is definitely apologizing for this mishap, but the bigger problem here is that even for the day, we have 71 flights that have been cancelled, of which 38 for departure and 33 is for arrival. And places like Delhi, Guwahati are the ones that are very badly hit. And the issue here is that even though the IndiGo claims that they want to help in all matter, passengers are having trouble with two issues. One is rescheduling of the flight, and the second one is cancellation, because if the flight is cancelled, they are getting a message, but what about the rescheduling or any data they are not acquiring? And many passengers also complain that if you're calling up the customer service, they are made to wait for nearly 15 minutes, after which the call ends abruptly. So they had to travel all the way to the airport. Many are stranded here for nearly 3-4 days, and that is what is causing them more trouble. In fact, certain passengers also said that they are having major trouble with baggage claim as well. This also we witnessed from inside the airport, Sneha. So these are the issues they are definitely facing. And for the day also, we have 71 flights cancelled. That is regarding Chennai Airport, Sneha.
All right, at Chennai Airport, this is the situation as far as over 70 flights have been cancelled there. In Kolkata, there is mayhem as well. As far as these cancellations are concerned, how many flights, Tapas, have been cancelled in Kolkata? What's the situation like?
Well, see, exact numbers are yet to be shared by IndiGo as far as the Calcutta airport is concerned. We are standing at Kolkata airport. I'll just show you the board out here. It more or less says that IndiGo flights which are there are running on time. Boarding is on way. And there was only one flight that we saw in the morning was delayed. But by far, it's slowly and steadily coming back to normalcy. What we had witnessed on 5th and 6th on this very place, it was overcrowded. Now you can see the people are coming. They are getting inside the airport premises. The situation is getting better in a sense that the information dissemination which was not done in the first place have started happening, and for that reason people are getting informations about their rescheduled flight. I would like to go across to some of them. ये बताइए आप लोग के क्या इंडिगो फ्लाइट से?
हाँ.
कहाँ से कहाँ?
हैदराबाद, कैलकाटा टू हैदराबाद.
क्या स्टेटस क्या है?
अभी तक तो कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है. लेट्स सी.
डिलेड या फिर कैंसिलेशन?
नहीं, नो इन्फॉर्मेशन.
ओके, आप लोग फ्लाई कर रहे हैं?
हाँ, टिल नाउ.
Well, see, they have come, they have their scheduled flights, but there have not been any information pertaining to delay or cancellation of the flights as of now. But we met few people today who had their flights cancelled on 5th, 6th, and even on 7th they could not travel. But today at 4 a.m. in the morning, they got information from the airline that there will be flight from IndiGo that will fly around 12 in the noon. So these are the informations which were not flowing in the first place is happening right now. But as of now, the chaotic situation that we witnessed on 5th and 6th doesn't seem to be happening at this moment. But yes, there are multiple flights that remains to be cancelled. But what IndiGo says that beforehand informations have already been disseminated. And that's the reason that we are seeing the kind of panic that we had seen in Calcutta airport 2-3 days back. It's not there at this moment.
Okay, but the passengers who've just said we don't know just yet. So clearly there is a gap, isn't it? Sagay, getting in those details from Belagavi, what's the situation like there?
If you notice, in Bengaluru, there are close to 127 flights, 65 flights are arriving to Bengaluru, and 62 flights which was supposed to get departed from Bengaluru has been cancelled. And IndiGo has given a statement that they are working towards rectifying the issue. However, close to 127 flights have been cancelled in Bengaluru. And even if you notice, when we were talking to passengers yesterday, they were mentally prepared, because there were messages which was being sent across by IndiGo to all these passengers stating that so-and-so flight has been cancelled and you need not come to the airport. And even at the airport, they are allowing the passengers whose flights are confirmed. So the chaos has been reduced. However, it is high time that the IndiGo have to take cognizance of the cancellation and address the issue in the city.
Absolutely. There's not an iota of doubt about this, given that IndiGo has sought time. Aman, IndiGo continues to say that things are, in a way getting back to normalcy, but pictures speak a different story, doesn't it? Situation at Chandigarh, where you are at this point in time.
So there were more than 70 to 80 flights in last 3 days that were cancelled, and there were several that got delayed. But there was a panic among the passengers that what will be what the solution will be there for the passengers by the airline. And here in Chandigarh for today there are total 84 flights and 29 scheduled flights of IndiGo, which includes 8 cancellations also for today, and a flight for Jammu to Mumbai and Bangalore, Sri Lanka, Hyderabad, Kolkata and Delhi. So these are the 8 flights which are cancelled for today, and people do have a question regarding the luggage and also the refund that is being provided to them, because a new fare for the flight is quite high and the refund which is being given to them is a normal price for the flight. And also in coming days, though the 24/7 control room has been set up, but chaos still remains for the people and for the passengers that are traveling from Chandigarh. Sneha.
All right, be with us. Aman, I'm coming back to you and to the rest of my colleagues tracking that big story from across the country as far as the IndiGo flight tracker is concerned. Here's what we have for our viewers. Flight cancellations in Bengaluru at 127. This is the data that we have up until 9 this morning. In Delhi, 134. Again, like I said, data till 9 in the morning. In Tamil Nadu, we have 71 flights that have been cancelled. Pramod was telling us about it. In Hyderabad, there are 112 flights that have been cancelled. That's what IndiGo is doing as far as restoration of services is concerned. But mayhem and chaos continues, entering the 7th straight day today.